convince myself, not trying to convince myself, nope, that's not telling myself, whatever. I'm doing this so I can show myself that all you need is 15 minutes to sew. I always make excuses that I don't have time to sew because I'm super busy, being a mom in a relationship, full-time employed, coach mom or whatever, all these things that I have on my plate. And it's very easy for me to say I don't have time to sew at the end of the day. So I've challenged myself to sew every day for at least 15 minutes. I started last week on my birthday, so this is the first complete week of the chain stitch of the habit. So yay for accomplishments. I'm going live on YouTube and Instagram, so I do look back and forth. So hey Yolanda, how you doing? Okay. So today we are going to the actual main part, the shell part. I'm gonna try and hurry up and do this because, oh, my timer, where's my thing? Sorry. So I'm waking up late because, again, you just wake up and you don't feel like doing stuff. So that is what happened today, but challenge, I have to complete it. I have to do it. So here we are. I'm going to set the timer. We have 15 minutes to see what we can get done. Set timer for 15 minutes. 15 minutes, counting down. Okay, so we're starting. And the first thing I have to do is do darts. And I realized that after I pressed my interfacing onto the back, my mark for the darts has disappeared. So I will have to mark them again. I'm going to use my chalk. And the pattern. So these are the darts. They're for the back. Your back pieces and your front pieces will usually have darts because it helps with the curve of the body. There's a natural curve on your back. It just creates like a more tailored fit. So let me mark these real quick. Marky, marky, mark. And get this. Oh, that one was still there. Okay, do the other side. Turn it over. Oh, I guess I can point you guys down so you can see what's going on, huh? Oh, come on. Come on, tripod. Cooperate with me. There we go. All right. So just marking, laying the pattern on top, lining everything up. Here's a dart leg. There's a dart leg. Okay, and then the dart point is down here. And there. All right. So now we are going to form the darts. Get my pins. I'm just gonna fold my dart points, the marks that I made. I'm gonna make sure that they meet. And then I'm gonna pin it just so it stays. And then I'm gonna pin down to the dart point. Now, sometimes I draw the line just so I can make sure it's going straight, like the line that I have to sew. I don't like the way that's laying down, so I'm gonna repin it. There we go. She's smoother now. So I have to sew a dart from here to here, and sometimes I draw it just so I know it's gonna go straight. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do it or if I'm gonna wing it. We'll see. This is the mock-up. I'm working on a vest in 2000, that sounds so long ago. No, it doesn't. In 2025, there was a Met Gala theme called Superfine Tailoring, and I didn't like the way it was done. So I decided I was gonna make my own outfit, but here we are a year later and I haven't finished it. So that is why there's honestly a challenge, because I do like sewing, but I don't prioritize it. I don't prioritize myself. So that is what this challenge is for. So I did make the shirt of that outfit. It is a like a sheer cream button up with gold pinstripes. She looks very nice and beautiful. She's on my feed somewhere. But my momentum stopped after that. I cut this vest out in like February. I interfaced it and everything in probably March because Joann's died, so I didn't have a place to go buy interfacing. I did. I could have gone downtown and bought it, but I didn't want to drive out there just for interfacing. Stole some from work. So I interfaced it in March, and then I started sewing it, I want to say May-ish is when no, I didn't, because I just started sewing it. So it has just been sitting there for a couple months. I'm wasting my time. Hold on, let me get into this. So this challenge, I have progressed through the last week. The last week I sewed the lining of the vest, which is actually very, so much progress because nothing was done. So these 15 minutes a day have actually been really helpful and have made a difference, because I would not be that far with it. And apparently I'm not drawing the line. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. So I'm lining it up, lining my needle up, and I'm just going to hit that angle and finish going towards that dot mark. Now, there's a couple ways you can finish a dart. For me and mine, I'm just going to keep going. Oh shoot, keep going. And it's gonna just be like a runoff stitch. And we clip it. Got my snippies. I clip it there, and then it just runs off. And there's this chain that I let stay. Can't see. There's a chain that I let stay. Okay. Take the pins out. Going to do the other dart. Same thing. See if I can get you guys closer. I mean, of course I can. It's on a tripod. It's on a tripod. There's that. We share the views here. Oh, that's not a very good view. There, that might be better. Okay. So again, starting at the mark, and I'm just gonna go, starting at this mark, I'm going straight down to my dart point, and I'm leaving off on a chain stitch. No, and didn't leave a long enough tail. Alright, I used to think that using the needle threader was cheating, but the way my eyes are not awake now, I don't care. Let's see, I'm not on the point, on the mark, on the notch. There we go. Back stitch. All right, and we're going to angle it down to a point. Give her a little chain stitch. And then snippy, snippy. And the reason why we do that is because this is now twisted, which makes it harder to unravel and thus harder for your dart to come out. The other way you can do it, you can come to your dart point and then back stitch on the fold. And there's one more that I cannot think about, that I don't know off the top of my head. But those are just like, I guess, more expensive ways to do it in production. So, yeah. All right, I'm pinning. So now I have to press these. I'm going to press these towards the center. But before I do that, there's another step I'm going to take care of on the machine, just so I can get all the sewing part done before the pressing. I like to batch my steps. So if there's like a bunch of sewing things I can do first and then go to the pressing board, I will do that. So this is sewn. So I'll put this to the side. And then I have to do these little belt clips. These go on the back of the vest, and they're to cinch the waist of the back. And what do I have to do with these? So I pressed these yesterday. Let me get the instructions because I completely forgot what I have to do. And do I have a picture of what the vest looks like? Because I can show you guys and use up more of the time that I have. Nope, I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. So this is the vest I'm actually working on. Right now, this is a mock-up, and the one that I'm actually going to do in the actual final fabric is going to be black with gold pinstripes. If it wasn't tucked away, I'd show you. But the colors of the outfit are black, gold, and off and cream. So she will look very nice whenever she gets finished. And I want to finish her because, one, it'll look nice. And I have other projects in my head, and I feel I can't start the other projects until I finish this one. I have like 4 or 5 open projects that I just haven't finished because Not only is consistency an issue with me, but so is completion. So there's that. Hey everybody, welcome, welcome. I have a good voice. Thank you. I just woke up, so I don't know if that's like an actual thing, but I am doing a challenge. If you guys just got here, I'm doing a 15-minute challenge where I sew for 15 minutes every day. Right now I'm on day 7, so the challenge just started, but we're in good standing. What am I doing here? I have to fold these this way and then sew. Okay, so it had me fold it right side out and press, which I think was a backward step, but whatever. And then it's having me fold it right sides together. And then I will sew along the edges and then flip it right side out. And the reason I think that was just a backward step is because why would you have me press it before I sew anything? Like, to me, it should be pressed after I flip it right side out. But hey, what do I know? Okay. So it says fold right, left, tab pieces right sides together and align the edges, pin, baste, and stitch. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a baster. I hate basting. It is an added step to me, and I don't like added steps. Is there a reason for it? Yes. So if you don't know, basting is like a temporary stitch where you kind of just hold things in place before the main final stitch. And for tailoring, it's definitely good, definitely necessary to make sure things stay in the place that they're supposed to stay. But as a lazy sewist, I don't want to do extra sewing. Like, I have to make a 15-minute challenge for me to sew. So I don't want to do these extra steps. So very rarely will I actually do the basting step unless I feel it's super duper necessary. Like on a welt pocket, I will probably do it because not 100% confident with those. But yeah, so it says pin, baste, and stitch on the machine, back stitch at the beginning and end. So I'm going to do a seam, this edge, and this edge. Same with this little guy. And then press the seam, trim the seam allowance down to 3/16 and clip the corners. Okay, so that might be all we're getting done today. Okay, so let's bring this back. The machine. Bring that back. Up, up, up. All right. Let's do this. We're doing 1/2 inch seam allowance. And if I go that way. Okay, this makes sense. All right. So here we go. You're down. I'm gonna move this pin because she's in the way. So I usually sew with my pins still in place, but that one would definitely be in the way. Oh, I pivoted too late. Darn, I am gonna take this out. So I should have marked that. And it is time for the first seam rip of the project. Yay! Yay! So I'm supposed to turn, so this is 1/2 inch, but I waited too long. So I have to take this out real quick so I can get that correct. Because I would like even straps. All right, I didn't eye that correctly. Shame on me. All right, where's my baby ruler? I don't know where my baby ruler is, so let me get this one so I can eyeball things correctly. So I need it to stop at 1/2 inch. Make sure it's 1/2 inch from the edge. So this is my stitch. I need to turn here at 1/2 inch. How much longer do I have? I have to keep going forward. That's math. Math is very hard in the morning. Another 1/8 inch. All right. So it's about like 1 stitch. So let's put her back inside. Put her back inside. Find my foot pedal. Let's start her again. Am I in the right spot? Here we go. Nope, that's not the right spot. All right. Okay, hold the turn. You leave the needle in when you turn. And there we go. Like I was saying, I will run over pins. So I do them the ladder way, and then across and not vertical. And that just helps make sure things stay in place as I go. Okay, we're gonna turn. Yep, a little short. All right, let's do the other one. Why does this not seem like a picture? I don't know. She seems really thin. She seems like a very narrow strap. Does she? She does seem like a narrow strap. I don't like it. I don't like it. But she's gonna be that way. All right, that's fine. Here we go. Doing the same thing to this one. Turning it this way. No, I'm not turning it this way. Moving this pin out the way. Let's go. Try and get turning on my iron. Making sure she's warm and ready so I can press these down. All right, front stitch, back stitch, get that turn. Forward. Oh, there's the timer. Is it? Yep, it's the timer. My watch doesn't make any sound. I think I have the ringer on, but it's still not making a sound. No, too far. Went too far. Shucks. Oh well, it is what it is. No, it's not. I care. I'm not gonna go that far. Let me bring it back. Let me bring it back. Bring it back. All right, taking out a couple stitches because I went too far down. That's okay. Seam mistakes happen. We get through it, and then we seam rip, and we get back to it. All right, back stitch, make sure that locks. And now we turn. And she's still too long, so I'm gonna do 1, 2 stitches, and then turn her. There we go. Forward, back stitch. All right. So we have that. So I'm gonna snip. Move the machine out the way. So my timer is going off. It's 6:44. So we've completed the 15 minutes of sewing. I am going to trim this. So it says 3/16, and I completely eyeball these. So this is about 3/16 in my imagination. So I'm gonna take it down there. Do this here. Do this here, and then snip the corners. Snip the corner, and that's just so when I turn it right side out, this corner is going to be nice and crisp. I'm going to do the same to this guy. Okay, so we go snippy, snippy. Snip this. And the reason why we cut the seam allowance is because you see how narrow this is. Oh, that's not straight. You see how narrow this is? You don't want all this seam allowance on the inside because 1, it won't fit, and 2, it'll be bulky and it won't lay flat and pretty. So that snip, and then we snip here. And now I'm realizing I closed it. See, this is why I really don't sew in the morning, because I don't be thinking things through. Because one edge is supposed to be left open. Why, oh why? So I'm actually going to open one of them because I can't flip it inside out. Duh. So let me open this. Open this one. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. And then I have to remember, because I did cut the seam allowance, that this is going to be shorter. I am probably just actually going to redo these pieces. No, I'm not. This is a mock-up. So this is just testing the fit, so I'm not that pressed about it. No, but I do need this to come out. See, sometimes we just go so fast and we don't think it through. Come on, guy. But mistakes happen and you get to it, you get through it. Is that my motto? I don't know. Okay, so coming out. Okay, so this is definitely going longer than I need it to because I have to wake up the kid and we have to get ready for our day. So I'm gonna take this out. Oh, here we go. Take this out. No, this one I'll probably baste in place because I did take out the seam allowance when I put it on the actual vest. So that's a thing. Going to find my loop turner. Here it is. This is my loop turner. Let's see if that works. Oh, okay. I'm gonna put it inside just so you guys can see. Try and hook it onto something. Hook it onto something. Are you gonna hook onto something, ma'am? Are you? No, you're gonna make me a liar. You're gonna make me a liar. Okay, let's try the other way. Put this here, and then I'm gonna push you through. See how that works? See how that works? Okay. I don't like narrow straps. Come on. That's not working. I'm trying to hook it on a stitch, but she's not grabbing anything. See, they didn't show a picture of this on how they did it. Figure this out off screen. Because she's narrow. Come on, guy. Okay, I'm gonna take this frustration off screen because I need to turn this right side out. And ideally, let's see if I can get a pin. A pin. No, she's too thick. She's too thick. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm gonna end it here and then work on this because it's too much pressure. She's too much pressure. All right, so thank you for joining me on today's chain stitch episode 7. Until next time, guys, keep designing your best life. Bye.